The news tonight, I'm Royston Drakes. Thanks for joining us. A non-commercial sex worker Otisha and a Cummins Lodge man are in custody as the police probe the death of Him Chan Delek Chan called Rakesh. The two men are being grilled at the Spirinam police station. Rakesh's body was discovered in a pool of blood on the northern half of the Oriana Gardens public road on the east coast of Demerara. This was after he left his home with a group of friends to go to a party at the Ogle Community Center ground. He was found without his jersey and footwear. One of the persons in custody is the victim's neighbor, and his reputed wife says she is at a loss as to why the police would want to arrest her husband.
For in the yard, it's nice to be good afternoon morning with take off your clothes, skin up. You know how them babies move. And I don't know if anybody in here, please go out and do your thing, face talk. Right? But me also work very hard. It's come like 6 o'clock. You have to do me thing, right thing done this night. You understand? You go mostly go in front of the TV and watch. He's hardly talk to these people him sometimes. Sometimes pass him straight. I gotta get him cook free before he go back to work. He's work with Courtney Ben.
The postmortem results reveal that Rakesh died from multiple injuries consistent with that of a vehicular accident. More news after this break. Stay with us.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, mama, I ain't gonna get lock up teeth in them big stinky 30-second boots. Plus, it gonna be more cheaper online. And then got my favorite color, pink. Let me go along.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
BB is way going with so much Windex for clean windows. All them fancy curtains. It's not even Christmas.
Hi, gal, mind your own business. I got big plans.
But BB, your house don't even have windows.
Girl, you ain't think I know it ain't got window? Yes, I know it ain't got window. But look, Mukesh promised me that he carrying me down by the window factory when he come home in Eccles. It named Bison. Like you know nothing, girl. Right now, everybody talking about how Bison got the strongest windows. Plus, they got a deal right now. If you buy 10 windows, you get a free bathroom window. So I could mind your business instead of you minding me own.
Bison Windows and Doors, serving Guyana with the highest quality standard windows for your home, office, or commercial building.
Welcome back.
A police officer has found himself on the other end of the law following a car accident with a pedestrian at number 72 Village Public Road on Sunday. There are reports that after the policeman hit the pedestrian, he allegedly attempted to flee the scene. The injured man has been identified as 42-year-old Chandrapal Buddha of number 72 Village, Quarantine. According to the injured man's wife, 39-year-old Shamli Bihari, at about 18:45 hours, she and her husband were on the number 72 public road when Buddha crossed the road to go to a shop to purchase a phone card. She added that it was while he was returning that he was struck down by the speeding motor car, which was being driven by a police officer. According to the woman, after hitting her husband, the officer attempted to flee the scene and stopped several houses away and rendered no assistance to the injured man. When contacted, the commander of B Division, Lyndon Alves, disclosed that following the accident, it was discovered that the pedestrian was intoxicated. He added that the officer involved in the accident was on his way to work when the victim suddenly dashed in front of the vehicle and was hit. He also stated that it was the car's rear view mirror that hit the pedestrian. Buddha was rushed to the Skeldon Public Hospital and later transferred to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital, where he was admitted. Reporting for News in Depth, I am Tanu Jaraika.
A man's beer.
Caribbean rice.
from the lush rice fields of Guyana straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
Before I get to the real issue, let me tell you all that this is one of the most emotionally draining news story I have ever written during my 12 years in journalism. I lost my 2-month-old baby nephew and his mother in one of the most horrific accidents to occur in Berbice. 3 years ago, I visited most of the victims' relatives, but it became unbearable to tell the story, which was forcing me to relive the horrible memories that followed. I did my best to forget that heart-wrenching day and what it did to my family, especially my brother, but the cry for justice is getting louder. It was a rainy Friday afternoon when the minibus was approaching this area with 17 persons on board when suddenly the truck overtook another vehicle on this lane and came straight into the path of the minibus. What many would witness next was a scene from a grisly horror movie. There were mangled and decapitated bodies, limbs severed, and blood everywhere. As the weather was gloomy, so was that day for the families who lost those dearest to them. Unfortunately, the rainy clouds remain and the sun still won't come out. The first family you will meet has suffered greatly after losing a husband and father. Life has been a constant struggle for 45-year-old Bibi Sukram and her 5 children. Her husband was fisherman Chetram Ramphal. Walk me through, what was life like for you and your children after he died?
When I live, we never make ever get them out, never starve. Not like I really now ever starve. Because you bring them here, find them and bring them. They never walk one way. I think my husband dead and get to walk. They're all about you do around. Housework, work with people. Sometimes he's got to wash salt bags.
On the day of the accident, Chetram was on his way to visit his sick son at the children's ward of the New Amsterdam Hospital, but instead ended up in the mortuary. His son was 6 years old at the time. He waited, but his father never came.
And the same day I die. None of them don't know. I come dreamy, and then they say he died.
The lad, who is now 13, recalled the incident, which is still fresh in his mind. He too is named after his father, Chetram, and spoke with passion and admiration for the man he loves and respects even in death. Chetram Jr. is smart and one of the most hard-working teens I have met at his age, but he wants more in life than to be a fisherman. Eager to attain an education to better himself and lift his family out of poverty, he cried uncontrollably as he related how his heart breaks, seeing his peers afforded the chance at an education, an opportunity he can now only dream of, one he would give anything to have. What do you want to be?
I want to be a good, like a doctor or something else, not a nurse or anything else. Like work a minister or anything. Yeah, good education. When we were in grade 5, we been bright since me daddy left us, and since we didn't have the money to go back to school, I don't do nothing.
So now you're fishing.
I'm fishing now, right now I have nothing in my brain. One day up and I get the money for some morning time I get to wait till the fishing come. I then pretend my school is very hard. In machine I not even cook.
And what do you all have to eat today?
And
that's a wrap for this edition of News in Depth. Do join us again same time tomorrow for another edition.